I'm back. I can't do a long video anyway because I gotta get some stuff off my phone. Because it won't let me record too much farther anyway. But so I'm coming back with part two, just to give y'all the end of this experience. So like I said, I have not looked at the images yet. I'm gonna go home and look at the images because I still have a lot of stuff to do before I get home. So yeah, so I may add on to this video, um, just to kind of, I guess, try to show you some clips or whatever. Listen, I'm not a professional. I can do some editing, but not a whole lot. So I'll do my best. I don't know when you all are going to see this video. It might not be today. It might be the next couple of days. Because I really want y'all to have the full experience of what is going on, with my journey. I would ask that you all share this video, to someone who you think could be who could benefit from it, or who might be going through something like this and are looking for answers. And I do want to share this with you before I get. So I had a lady to reach out to me from a show. Basically they find people, I guess, with peculiar situations, or I guess in their mind bizarre situations, and they want to do a documentary and have that person to tell their story about what happened, how are they coping every day with this type of situation, that you may have. And so she reached out to me, and of course I was kind of leery about it because I've experienced this before with the Dr. Phil show, when one of his producers reached out to me. And I'm always in prayer about things like this because people try to make a mockery of us SCP moms, and they want us to appear to look like we're delusional, we're crazy, and that what we're experiencing is not true. And unfortunately, there was in my humble opinion, the Dr. Phil show had an episode on cryptic pregnancy, which I thought didn't go over well just because of the way that we were represented, on his show. And a lot of people were responsible for that. But I'm not going to get into that because I wasn't on the panel, I wasn't on the show, so I'm not here to ridicule or criticize anybody. I just don't think that it did us any. I think it did us a disservice, because of how we were portrayed. Um, but anyway, so this another producer reached out to me, and she may even watch this video. I don't know. This is how honest I'm being. Like, I don't care because I'm not doing anything for publicity or to get my channel, you know, whatever they say, get a whole bunch of subscribers. This is strictly about helping people. So, and telling my story so that when my babies get here, they'll have something that they can reflect on, something they can see, and they can know what kind of miracles they were, and how God planted them inside of me, and how special they are. And they special, period, but y'all know what I'm saying. So anyway, she reached out to me. I reached back out to her. We ended up talking, and basically I was just telling her my story. And so I'm just giving y'all a short version because if I told you everything, we'd be here forever. But anyway, she reached out to me. I reached back out to her. We ended up talking on the phone. Basically, I told her my story. I asked her questions. She asked me questions. And so basically she was just like, well, I guess she was going to go back to her job to, I guess, report back to whoever she reports to about the conversation, and I guess discuss whether or not, I guess, is my story, I guess, profitable enough for their program, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Whatever criteria they have, she would get back to me, I guess, within a week, and then have me sign some waiver forms or consent forms to say it's okay to release information that I gave her. I haven't heard back from her, and I probably won't. And the reason why I say that is because I don't know what people are looking for, and I don't want to discredit. That's why I didn't give their name. I don't want to discredit them or make it seem like they're doing something wrong, because I honestly don't know. All I know is I told my truth, and my truth may not be enough to be put in the public eye, because it could probably do damage to other people that I may not know about. I don't know, but she may not get back with me. She might talk to another CP mom that can give her a little bit more of what she's looking for. I don't know. I don't want to prejudge that. And like I said, I don't want to make it seem like she did anything wrong. But she may not get back with me. I don't know. But if she doesn't, I'm okay with it, because I'm going to tell my story, whether it's through a documentary or whether, it's through YouTube. I don't need that to put me on the map for what I'm trying to do, because God is bigger than a TV show, a TV program, or whatever the case may be. If God is backing me, that's all I need. And so my point for saying all that is, I'm going to keep you updated with that. If she does call me back and she wants more information or whatever like that, I'll let y'all know. But I'm just telling y'all this because I'm going to keep y'all in the loop regarding my experiences with this cryptic pregnancy journey. So that's my point in even bringing it up, because she's the second producer who reached out to me to be on a TV or a program to tell my story. Now, of course, I'm going to be in prayer about it, and I'm not going to agree to everything, and I'm careful to who I divulge my information to. Information that I gave her, she could go gather that information on her own. My age, my career, where I live, my telephone number. Those are things that she can get on her own. So I didn't give out any information that would do damage or where somebody could come after me or whatever like that. This is general information, because I'm just answering questions, because, one of the things she wanted me to do was tell her a little bit about myself. So, of course, I told her my age and everything like that, and told her what my career was and things like that. And I was being honest. Now, like I said, maybe it wasn't juicy enough. I don't know. But hey, I'm not going to fabricate the truth. I'm not going to make up anything. I'm going to keep my story real. I'm not going to lie. Because even when I go to the doctor's office, now again, I'm careful now because of my experience. When you know to do something different, you do it differently. At the time, I was kind of zealous about my story. And I would just say, well, listen, y'all take it or leave it, this. But now you have to pick and choose what you say and how you say it. And I really wasn't cognizant of that in the beginning, but I am now. So, like I said, she probably will not call me back, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I said, she reached out to me. I was just compliant. So, if she doesn't, she doesn't. It's all good. If she finds somebody else with more knowledge, more information, more of what she's looking for, God bless her. Godspeed. Because, she asked me, she's like, well, how did you know that this is what you're going through is called a cryptic pregnancy? How did you come up with that term? How do you know that that's what it is? I said, well, basically, because we're on our own in this journey, I had to research for a lot. I had to do a lot of research on my own to get to where I am now. I had to research to even find another person who was experiencing the same thing I was experiencing. And I said, based on the people who I connected with and their level of research, and expertise in this situation, I've gathered my information from other moms who was going through the same thing. And I said, of course, when you go on the internet and you Google things, I said, it matched my symptoms. I said, and so that was the only diagnosis that I could come up with, because nobody else would help me. Everybody else is pushing me away. So, I had to do, I said, not only that, that's why I started my YouTube channel. I said, because I wanted to reach out and put this out there so that if there's some other information or other facts about CP or abdominal pregnancy or abdominal gestational pregnancy. There's quite a few names for it. Some people get technical. It's not a cryptic pregnancy. Cryptic pregnancy is when I don't know, people say cryptic pregnancy means that you don't know you're pregnant or something. I don't know. Initially, I didn't know, but then when my belly grew, when my baby started moving, and my symptoms increased, that's when I found out. And when I saw my baby on my ultrasound, that's how I knew I was pregnant. But prior to that, I wasn't sure because I felt all of the pregnancy symptoms, but I was still getting my period, and all of my tests came back negative, and the doctors was telling me I wasn't until I got my ultrasound. So I don't know if it's an extended gestational pregnancy, if it's an abdominal. I don't know. Y'all can get into all of the technical stuff if you want to. From my understanding, you know, the terminology of my pregnancy is a cryptic pregnancy. If it's an abdominal pregnancy or whatever like that, I don't care. I did a video, y'all. Go check it out. It's called Bubblegum Baby. Bubblegum Baby, and it deals with a lot of getting into like what it's called. Listen, I don't care what it's called. I don't care what the name of this pregnancy is. What I do care about is getting the answers that we need so that our babies can be taken care of, and so that we can know how to move forward in our pregnancy, so we can get the fair medical treatment that we deserve and that we should have. I don't care what it's called. I really don't. I mean, I don't. When I say I don't care, obviously I do want to know exactly what type of pregnancy this is. But as far as getting into the name and all of that right now, that's not a big concern for me. I would like to know, based on maybe even if a doctor would acknowledge my pregnancy and he said this is called such and such, or she says this is called, sure, I would be glad to have that information and I would share it. But right now, that's the least of my worries. All I know is I want my babies taken care of. That's all I'm worried about. So it's called Bubblegum Baby. Go check that video out, y'all. I'm trying to learn how to, on my outro of my video, to put my video clips on my outro so that all you will have to do is click on the video and you're right there, and you won't have to go to my YouTube channel and scroll through my videos. I'm getting better. I'm teaching myself how to do a lot of things. So bear with me, guys. Be patient. But anyway, it's called Bubblegum Baby. On my video, so go check it out. All right, y'all. So I wanna like I said, I gotta take some stuff off my phone and give my phone some more space so I can come back to this video. I got some other things I gotta take care of. I'm gonna go home and look at the images, and I'm gonna try to get this video uploaded as soon as I can. I'm in a this is the other thing real quick. I'm in a Y'all know in one of my videos I explained and I expressed that I don't do y'all know how you have the what do you call it, the community chats, or the when you can join the the CP groups. I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that a long time ago. And that's not to discourage anybody else, but that was because I wasn't comfortable with the level of maturity with some of or most of the women in these groups, so I just stopped. That's why I did my YouTube channel, because I was just like, I'm not getting anywhere with that. I can't, it's too catty for me, whatever. So I stopped. But then I was introduced to this other group. So far, so good. I don't have any problems with it. I typically don't, and I explained that to the administrator. She knows who she is, and we talk. And I was like, I usually don't do it. And I'm not saying it like I'm doing anybody a favor for being involved in it, or like I'm this, that, and the third. I'm not saying. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because I asked her if I could, when I did a video, could I tag the group? Can I tag the group saying that I uploaded a new video, because I wanted to share my videos with with the ladies in the group, so that they can in turn, share the videos with somebody else, because a lot of women do have YouTube channels in our community. So because the last group I was in, I was sharing my videos, and I would tag that group to let them know that I was uploading a video, and it was an issue. I don't know why it was an issue, because all of my videos were all about CP. It wasn't about me. It was about CP. So I just wanted to tag the group so that we could spread awareness about CP. But it was an issue. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. I understand if the person that started the group wasn't comfortable with it. Cool. I respect that. So now that I'm in this other group, I asked. I was like, listen, if I upload a video, is it okay if I tag the community group or, the group that we're in to let them know that that video has been uploaded? And I explained, and she was perfectly fine with it. She was like, yeah, no problem. It's all about spreading awareness. I don't want to quote what she said, but she was okay with it. But I thought I would ask this time because you just never know how people process things and why people think the way they do. And I don't want to be offensive. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want anybody to think that I have a motive, that I'm trying to be self glorified or whatever like that, because that's not the case at all. That's not, anybody that knows me knows that that's not the type of person that I am. But I will say that, and I'm not critiquing anybody. I'm not the judge or the jury behind anybody's group or whatever they put together or anything like that. I'm just saying, I'm mentioning this because not only am I going to tag the group, but I want to ask you all to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you have any additional information about CP, about ultrasounds, if you know any legal information about why the doctors are saying that our babies are not there, but they are there. If you know any information that could tell us why we keep being pushed away, please comment below and let us know what's going on with this CP move. And thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my ones that are loyal. Thank you to the ones that are always there for me, and even to the ones who are a little bit leery, even to the ones who are a little bit like, you know what, this is crap. I don't, whatever. Thank you too. Even the ones that give thumbs down, thank you too. Thank you for the views. So y'all, I will be back. I can't wait to see what these images look like. It's gonna be interesting. I hope I don't get upset behind like them not being clear or whatever like that, but it's okay because CP babies can't hide. When you get an ultrasound, you're gonna see your babies regardless. Might be blurry, it might be behind something, you might have to really really look, but you'll see them. So be encouraged, CP moms. I'm gonna be doing some other videos soon. I also do spiritual encouragement because I want to espouse people to Jesus Christ. So I'm going to be doing some other videos, and I might be doing a collaboration with a very, very, very dear person in my life. I don't want to give it away, so stay tuned. I hope you all stay tuned for those videos too. All right, y'all be blessed. Bye. Hey guys, how are you all doing? I am back. I am here because I wanted to finish up part 2 of the video from the results from the ultrasound. It took me a couple of days to do this video, guys, and to finish it because I had to do a lot of work to try to get the images off of the CD that was provided to me. Needless to say, I don't think that the CD was copied properly, because typically when you have a CD from an imaging center, you just put the CD in, the software that's used to open it comes up, you click on it, and it allows you to see the images. But I had to go through so much to get the images, to look at the images off of the CD. And I hate to sound like I'm always, thinking that something is done intentionally and things like that. But at the same time, when it's just certain things you just know. And I stand to be corrected, but I've never ran into that issue before. And not only that, the way that the sonogram was done, it just seems like it was just done so poorly and nonchalant and things like that. But I'm not on here to complain. I'm not here to sound, or bring doom and gloom or whatever. But I told you guys I would come back with a part 2. I've had a challenging last couple of days, so I said I better get back on here real quick. Why? Because this is the best time for me. I'm attempting to try to go to the store because there's some things that I need, and like I said, I have to have a lot of assistance when I do certain things. But then there are times where I don't have everybody ready hand and foot for me, to help me with things, so I have to push myself along the way to get things done. But I don't know where to begin. Like I said, it took me a few minutes, guys, to get myself together to do this video because I had some really difficult emotions to process before I made this video. And, and I think it just hit me all of a sudden. I was just looking at the images and just, just seeing the babies on the ultrasound. And then I just began to think, how does a person sleep at night knowing that they have robbed someone of their rights, medical rights, parental rights to see their babies? Like, what gives you the audacity to, erase what God has put there? What God has given another person, and then do it without a conscience. It just really, excuse me, began to bother me. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm still dealing with fluid on my lungs, so I have to clear my throat. I apologize. But, I had to wait a couple of days to do this video because I didn't want to get emotional and on the video, and I was just in a really vulnerable place when I was looking at the images from the CD because I was determined to pull those images up. My laptop doesn't have all of the current upgrades and all of that stuff on it, so it's kind of outdated because I don't use it a lot. But I just kept plugging away. It didn't work the first day. I came home that evening. I tried it. It didn't work. So I was like, let me just put it down, come back to it the next day and see what happens. And I was just determined, and I prayed, and I was like, God, you told me I was smart. So I know I can figure this out. And that's the truth. He did tell me that. And guess what? I had to add the software that was required to open up the images that should have been on the CD already. I had to go in and go on the internet and download that to my laptop so that I can open up the images. I shouldn't have had to do all of that. But I was determined, and I'm telling y'all, when I figured it out, man, I was just like praising God, because I'm like, they can't stop you. They cannot stop us. What God wants to reveal and show, He will reveal and show. And like I said, I told you guys that once I pulled the images up and I was able to find some images that are clear, or that where I felt like you can actually see the babies, I will put these images in the clips or in the video. And I do intend to do that. But I'm just finishing up this part of it so that I can go ahead and upload it for you guys. It's going to take me a while, but I'll try to do it tonight. So I just wanted to get this part of the video done. But there's so much more that I was going to say, that I wanted to say, that was on my mind. And I'm kind of glad that I'm not completely remembering everything, because, like I said, I don't want to get emotional about everything, because I just really began to think about how cruel that is, to make a woman think that she's not with child, and she is, because you're trying to save your job, you're trying to follow some rule, or whatever their reason is for not being honest with us about this. Is so wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. And I started to process that, and I was just like, how dare you X out pictures of my baby, so that I can't see my baby? Like, what gives you the right to do that? And when I was looking at the ones that she X'd out, like I said, you can see the baby's face a lot more clear on those than the ones that she did the day of my ultrasound. Well, you can see the ones that she X'd out clearer than the ones that she chose to let me see. And I started to get angry. I was just like, so let me just pray. I have to literally pray that night and just gather myself, because I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't see how people can sleep at night. I don't. I just don't. But anyway, I'm not going to keep going on and on about it. And like I said, I had so many other things I wanted to say. So I'm coming back to tell you guys I was able to pull the images up on the CD. And I have gone through them, and I did look at them, and the babies are definitely there. They're not as clear as my other ultrasounds, but I think it's clear enough for you all to see what you need to see. Um, excuse me. So my next move is to, and I'm upset too because it's not the best images to bring back to my doctor. But I'm going to ask her if I can get an MRI. That's going to be one of the things I want to ask her. Can I get an MRI to see what's going on? Because my baby on the right is really, really big. And I'm really in a lot of pain and discomfort on this right side. And I had been for quite some time. But then it's like the baby shifted and moved. And then I didn't have any activity on the right hand side for a long time. And then I started to worry. I was like, oh Lord, I hope nothing's wrong with my baby. And then all of a sudden, I started getting movement again. And this baby on the right I think is the biggest baby because I can't lay on that side. I can't do nothing. I have to literally sleep on my left side. And then that baby on the left, sometimes depending on how it's situated, I can't lay on my left side. Then I have to try to sit upright and just like prop pillows behind my head and just sit up. But then the babies are also in my back. So I can't lean back because it stops me from breathing. And then I'm still feeling like I'm laying on the babies. It's like I got babies everywhere inside of me. My left, my right, my front, my back, everywhere. So I don't get a lot of rest. I don't get a lot of sleep, always fatigued and tired, and these babies are so heavy. I think that's one of the things that has been the most challenging for me is how heavy they are, because I literally have to walk hunched over a little bit, like I can't even stand upright. You know how you get up off the chair or the couch and you just stand up? I can't do that. I have to lean forward because they're so heavy. Um, and yeah, it's just a lot. And it's hard for me because I'm not a person to sit around all day. I'm not the kind of person to have to ask somebody to help me with everything. And I'm only in church a couple of times a month now, which that kills me more than that and the fatigue in my body. I think those are the two things that has affected me the most, because in the last 25 or almost close to 30 years that I've been in my ministry, I've never, I ain't gonna say never, but I can count on one hand how many times I've not been in service. And so with this situation, I'll be lucky if I can get in there twice a month because of the drive, not just because of the drive, but because of how I'm feeling. If I'm good and I've gotten some rest and sleep, I feel safe enough to drive. But if I haven't gotten any sleep and I've been tossing and turning and I wake up, I feel like I've been ran over by a truck. I still have to get dressed and I have to drive. It's too much. I will fall asleep behind the wheel. So I have to use wisdom, and it kills me because I love my church family. I love being under the word of God, and it's just, I feel like I'm not doing my part. And I know I've said that to many people that are close to me. They know who they are. And I know there are other things that I can do, but I don't know. Just being there, and yeah, it's just a lot. So anyway, I don't want to get off on that. But I know it was a whole lot that I could say, guys, but I'm going to leave it here because I got to get ready to try to go inside the store again. And I'm going to vlog again when I go in the store. But I just wanted to finalize this video so I can put the clips in and upload it so you all can see it. I had so many different thoughts running through my mind, so many things I wanted to say. But I'm glad that I took time to wait before I did this, because I know I probably would have been crying and everything else, only because I'm angry. I'm not angry in a rage angry, but I'm angry that someone takes away another person's right to, know what's going on with their babies. So yeah, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that I needed to say or that I left out. And I'm trying to mentally prepare myself to go in this store. And I'm going to get one of those little carts I can sit in, and my husband is home, so I don't have to worry about trying to get groceries in the house. Because last time I went to the store, I had to leave all the groceries in the house, in my car, and my daughter just had to bring them in the house for me. And then you feel like mentally it messes with you, or me mentally, because even when I'm home, I have to sit. I can't walk around. I can't. I mean, I do little things like I can do stuff in the morning when I first get up. Of course, I try to keep my kitchen clean and sweep and stuff. I mean, that wipes me completely out. But after that, that's it. I can't do anything else. So, not being able to manage my home like I'm used to, and I mean, it's not in total disarray. I get help. My daughter cleans, my husband does stuff, but I'm meticulous, very very meticulous. I like my home a certain way. There are things with my decor in my house that I wanted to like, because you know how you want to change your bathroom out, change your color schemes in your bathroom. You want to buy new rugs for the kitchen. You want to put new pictures up. Like after a while, like not like every 6 months. I'm talking about like every year. You just kind of want to just kind of give a new fresh look. You want to have your air fresheners in every room, and y'all just don't know how it kills me that I can't do stuff like that, because that's a hobby for me. Like, I didn't realize that how good I was at home, decorating or decor, whatever you call it, until I bought my home and I decorated it myself, because I didn't think that. I mean, I don't know. I guess I wasn't as confident because I've never done it before. I knew in my mind what I liked, but for me to actually do it myself was an accomplishment. And I was in a position to get the things that I needed and that I wanted. And so I still got pictures in my home now that I haven't hung up yet. But you know how you just want to get stuff done. And I had other priorities like that. That wasn't my main priority, so I wasn't going to just jump into a project unless I was ready for it. But not to be able to do those things, guys, it's hard. It's hard. So that's just my little rant. Like I said in my last video, I appreciate y'all listening and bearing with me and stuff like that. I'm gonna get ready to get in here before it gets dark out. And I haven't even fed my babies yet. It's almost 4 o'clock here, and I haven't eaten not one thing today. And I know that's not good, but that's because I'm either trying to sleep when I can't, when I'm either trying to make myself stay laid down so I can fall off to sleep, or um, by the time I get up and try to shower and get dressed and stuff like that, it wipes me out. So it's like I lay back down again so I can recuperate from that. So here I am. But like I said, I'm taking y'all on this journey, and this is what it is. So I will see you guys soon, and I'm hoping I can get this video uploaded tonight. If not, definitely tomorrow. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.